Hi guys, I'm John from John's Pipe Journey, and I'm making this video to give Greg from the Tunnel Take a great big thank you. I guess I could say won. I was 9th place in his giveaway, and I wanted to show off the goodies that I got. And just, Greg, this was a phenomenal day when I opened all this. I couldn't wait, so this isn't a yabo, but first of all, I'm smoking some Old Toby from the Country Squire in my Paul Gilson pipe. And if you'll notice, one of the things that I won was a copper pipe club, YouTube Pipe Club Freedom copper band. So I put it on this pipe because it didn't really have any, most of my other ones have silver bands on them. So I put this one on this pipe. And let me get this going. Lots of matches. Sorry, I should have done this ahead of time. Thanks, Greg. Wow, this is considered an aromatic. And I have found I like aromatics that are real subtle. The ones that I've had that smell really fantastic, like you want to eat them, I don't like any of those. This is really good. So I guess I like the ones that are like super subtle. Anyway, first thing is I won this ashtray that he glued a pipe knocker in the center of it. Thank you, Greg. I really like this because I have a wooden one that my sister got me for my birthday, but that one can't be outside. This one I could have on my deck and just bring it in if it's going to rain or something. But thank you. I'm going to put this over here. And I got these 3 stickers. YTPC, YouTube Pipe Community, and YTPC Team Freedom sticker. Thank you again. And this is an oval sticker, even though it's in a square backing, but it's oval. And it says, "We the People." Really like that one, because we the people have been ignored for quite a while. He also gave me an American flag. Thank you, Greg. I got to figure out where I'm going to put that for like a background for when I'm doing videos, but I go all over, so I'm not sure. I got to figure something out. And so, it's a Larry Blackett tamper, by the way, that I modified the bottom of it. And the last thing was he gave me a Sutliff butane lighter. It's a really nice fancy one. It's got a piezo electric ignition, meaning you just push a button. You can hear the click, and then it creates a spark and ignites the butane. Wow. Thanks, Greg. And this one has, I really think this is cool. It's like this whole unit comes out, and it has the scoop, the pick, and the tamper, but it's all in one unit. Like right there, it's just enclosed like a little knife. Definitely. Thanks, Greg. I'm going to be doing one on my 5 favorite blends. I don't know how you guys are doing, but I have so many that I've tried. They're actually opened, that they're in jars, but I have no idea where they rank now. I just know my top 4 for sure. And they're not in any particular order, hardly. Well, I'll just mention my top 3. They're all Boswell blends. Northwoods has typically been my number 1, but it sometimes varies. Countryside has typically been my second one, but now English Biscuit has kind of taken that slot, so I really can't say in any order anymore, because it just somehow it's basically maybe on my palate for that day and maybe the pipe I'm using. I guess that's part of the fun of having this being a hobby. But my other blends, I can list off a bunch that I like, but I have no idea if they're in the top 10 or the top 20. I just know that I like them, but I couldn't rank them for you. Thanks, Greg. I did that before, ranking, I think, the top 10 a long time ago. But I've gotten so many different ones since then, and my palate keeps changing. There's a ton of variables. It's like what you've been drinking or eating, brushing your teeth, the pipe. So it's really hard for me to come up with a list. What I think I might do, the next one, is just list all the ones that I have. I do have a little side cabinet that I have ones that I reach for a lot, and then I also have a shelf and inside a cabinet. Anything in there is something I like. And I don't know if that'll help anybody. Maybe also what I'll do is just smoke one of them or 2 of them and just comment on what I think that day. And then if somebody hasn't tried it, I can suggest whether it's worthwhile trying it or not. Yeah, I think that might be what I'll do. It's really hard. I mean, I've been smoking a pipe now. Well, in January it'll be 2 years, and I still don't have a developed palate, because I never smoked anything before. I've seen other people that smoke cigars and all kinds of other stuff. It seems like their palate develops a lot quicker, but mine is definitely not. I'm still at the I can tell what I don't like stage and what I do like. And I can say, oh wow, that taste is interesting. Or whatever. One that I definitely can identify that I just had lately that was given to me by my friend Steve, the old Adirondack codger, was Thanksgiving Day for 2024, and he didn't like the soapiness of it. And I noticed when I'm first lighting it, and the first few draws, maybe the first three, you get the aroma that people talk about, Granny's closet or Granny's purse or whatever. I can take that, so I can really identify with that one. But after that, the whole thing settles down and it's very interesting and pleasant for me. I think other people that didn't like it all the way through, but I really, once the original or the initial flavors burned off and it settled down, I thought it was very nice. Sort of like a floral, rather than anything connected with Granny. And also, my parents were so old when they had me. My dad was almost 50. I didn't know any of my grandparents. Like my mom's dad was born during President Lincoln's, when he was in office. Think of that. My grandfather was born in like 1860, I think 3 or something. And my dad's father was older than that, but I don't know when he was born. So I didn't know any of them. So when somebody says it's Granny's closet, Granny's purse, or Granny's panties, I'll have to take your word for it, because I've never sniffed any of that stuff. But it is definitely a different smell that's kind of weird, that I don't care for. But like I said, as soon as that kind of burns off, maybe it's like the third puff or so, by then it's settled down, and I think it's great after that. So to me, it's worth the initial weird flavor to get to where, it's really good. And everything's subjective, like that's my inexperienced taste buds and all that. So, and apparently it's been around forever, so people must really like it. I know I'm going to get some next year. I've run out of the sample that I got from Steve. I don't know when I'll have to find out when you can order it for next year, but I'm going to order some. Anyway, thanks again, Greg, from the Tunnel Take, for your wonderful Gibba. I love this. I wish I could find where you got these. I'd like to get some more of these bands. They're really cool looking, and they really dress up the pipe, especially because I like copper. And I didn't get the Peterson copper spigot Christmas pipe this year, which I was, I really wanted one so badly, but I didn't get that. And so this is like a reasonable facsimile. Anyway, until we meet again, God bless.